Alright, today finally I have a mail day. Did not think it was going to happen. Was feeling kind of, I don't know, just kind of meh today. And when I had gone and done some errands, I got rid of a box of glass from the kitchen. Just, kitchen stuff and things like that. Nothing outstanding. Hoping to make some room in the cabinets, and it doesn't seem like I can even tell that I got rid of anything. But, oh well. It was a nice box of stuff gone, and a few other things. Some random pogs that I don't need. Yes, Pogs, that game. And then I've been doing a few other things. I did a little Discogs shopping yesterday for a whopping $13, and then I've been kind of checking out COMC for a little bit here, trying to get some more of that kind of work done. It was just kind of interesting. I just went to the Star Trek section, and the first things I found was James Bond cards and Scooby-Doo cards in Star Trek. So what are they doing in Star Trek? I have no idea. The first Star Trek card is right. Well, actually, Ben Whishaw is Q, but there's that. Oh, actually, no, that's the wrong Q. But this is the first Star Trek out of all of these cards. These two are the first Star Trek ones, so that's weird. The first 5 cards are not. And so I was looking for unusual things in there. And I guess I picked up a few records at the 3 for $1 place and promptly threw some in the garbage because they were moldy. But I did that on purpose because I didn't. They're just perpetually there. They won't take them off the shelves. They want me to buy them and get rid of them for them. So it's ridiculous. But anyway, I did that. So I got 3 letters in today. One is from San Francisco, California. The other one is kind of, I guess maybe is it upside down? I don't know. Really don't know what it was because it's canceled several times there. But it's from D. Grass, whoever D. Grass is. Not like Degrassi, like Degrassi High or whatever from the 90s, 80s, 90s. And this one's from Portland, Oregon. So we'll start off with the Portland, Oregon one. And I actually met this person way back when they used to have card shows in the mall back in the 1990s. And that was really cool. And so that's probably why I used these. I guess this is the one that came from. Just trying to remember which envelope I used here. I think I used this. Yeah, okay. Maybe it was just random that I used these. I think these are Lewis and Clark stamps. Maybe that just happened to be random. I think it just was, but I think that's what those are. But this is from a basketball player. He played for the Phoenix Suns. I want to say the Lakers, but I really don't remember. But it says gold medal 1964 Mel Counts, 3-time something champion, 65 to 66. And so I met him at the card show, and of course he was expecting people to sign cards, but I'm just a little kid, I don't know what to do. So he just signed a flyer with his picture on it, and it might have been this picture, I don't remember. But I picked this card up at one of the local shows here. I think it was the swap meet, and it was very off kilter. The back is not well centered at all, and the card kind of sweeps off to that direction. But that's what I had, and 75 cents, and I got that for TTM postage, and he signed a lot of that. I mentioned that in my letter. I met him when I was a kid, and I also said that I had his business card, wink wink. I mean, I do have it, but somewhere of him carrying that. That's maybe why he put the gold medal in there, because I mentioned I don't know. I mentioned him being an Olympic torchbearer, so that's a great one to have. Mel Counts on the Phoenix Suns. He was not really much of a memorable 3-time NBA championship. I can read that there. So he wasn't like the biggest name in basketball, but it's still a cool one to have. He's probably way into his 70s, if not into his early 80s. I really just do not know. But when I met him, he looked kind of older, so I don't know. Very nice to have that one. And again, this is a 73 tops. I don't have a lot of decent condition 73s, and actually this is one of the better ones. Most of mine are damaged. Then we got this one here. If I can get to it here. San Francisco, California. And this one here is an Olympic request. So first one, we've got gold medal on there. Second of all, we've got greatest Olympians, and this is Mike Bruner. So I don't know if he stopped signing or had a new address or what happened. Mike Bruner signs in the corner there, because really that's what can you do unless he signs it back. But and I can't remember if he was an Olympic medal in 80. I'm not exactly sure what USA Swimming 76 and 80, I think is what it says there. Mike Bruner. He has other cards, I think. Not 100% sure there. Looks like he didn't need a swimming cap. He just, got rid of all of his hair there. And there's the back of the card. This is the greatest Olympians in like 84, I think. But I think they say 83 on the back. Don't quote me. I haven't got one of these autographed in a very, very long time. I was going to use my other camera for this, but it's being kind of set up for the record video that's coming in the next day or two, hopefully. So there's that one there. And then I got another kind of interesting success here. This has got a note on the back of it. It says, Henry, thanks for being such a great fan of bleep. I played games in Bend, Oregon, and found it a beautiful. Enjoy your day. So Bend is a long ways from here. Darren Grass. And Darren Grass signed it on the only white spot of the card right there, and he was for Team USA, USA Baseball. So that's really neat, kind of a theme here. Really cool Olympic theme without really getting too much in the only one of three being the Olympic cards there. So that's really cool. I didn't even know this card existed until like a week or two ago. I didn't even know this thing was even, I just was looking through my cards like, what's this? Who is this? And I'm trying to think of maybe it came with that bulk stuff that I got. And unless I got it at the card shop, I have no idea. But he's part of the traded set, so 101T. So it's 92 tops, I think. Tops 92, probably. And then so that, or 93, I really don't remember. It's been so long, but it's very cool to have that. So these were all sent out within the last couple of weeks. How amazing is that? Very nice people have signed for me. Again, I just, thought that most of the people out of this set have been since, stopped signing, or I've already gotten them, or they have passed away. So that was neat to find that one. So these are all ones you can get. Mike Bruner, Mel Counts, and Darren Grass. So for the Grass PC, for Caesar's Grass PC, I guess. I don't know. Very cool to have those. So that's about it. I did have something else here, but I may have moved it. I got a new wooden box here. It was for like, I forget what it was. For not sardines, but it was for some sort of seafood, an old seafood type of wooden packing box. And I might use it for top-loaded cards, or I could use it for maybe cards such as this. I know they will all stick out a little bit towards the top, but I don't know. I've got plenty of boxes. Maybe I just won't use it for that, but it might be something that I could kind of set on I know I don't want to steal Shane's, cheese boxes, and I'm no longer doing anything in cheese boxes with cards because they're all for use in the kitchen now. I use I buy old advertising boxes, and I use them for like spices in the kitchen. It just adds kind of a nice kind of vintage, take to the house is built in the 50s, or the lower part of the house is built in the 50s, so really it's kind of a little bit silly for that, but it seems to work okay for me. I just think that's kind of fun. I really don't have anything else going on. I think the swap meet is going to be in a couple of weeks, and so I don't know what I'm going to... it's not this weekend, but I think it's next weekend, so we'll see about that. And I've got, next week is going to be a little on the difficult side for me, just, how these things go. Birthday weeks, that's just how it works. But anyway, oh yes, and there's my Griffey. I don't remember where this came from. It was like an LCS. I had it for like $0.25 or $1, one of those two things. Maybe the 89 Griffey Don Russ was I don't know, but anyway, there's that one there. So for it looks in all intents and purposes mint here, but you take it out there, and I think there's a few wrinkles in there. I haven't taken this out of the package, and yeah, it would probably if it garnered a 2, I'd be lucky. There's a few wrinkles in it. But I think I wanted to say that card was like $0.25 or $1. It was not much. And there was a joke, hey, you want a Griffey rookie for $1? Something like that. Oh yeah, otherwise I would never have this card. I think that I would never have gotten this card. And what I need to do is probably put this in my set. Because I've got kind of a set build going. And I don't think the set is in a binder. I think it's in a box. And so now that I have rediscovered discovered this, I think what I'll do is maybe, but that requires an awful lot of pages. I'll try to reunite this with a set. I wonder if it was in my box. I think it was in my box of cards in the set and on top there, and, you know, on top of the penny sleeve, so it's not damaging anything. We shall see. But anyway, that's very cool. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and thank you for watching.